I'm gonna plead guilty. Because he's guilty as fuck! Betting God, even though I'm a lawyer, I cannot make your crime disappear. I think a guilty verdict is appropriate here. My wonderful self-guilty motherfucker! Even if you had an acquittal the instant you step inside the detention center, your life would be in danger, no matter which way you look at it. At least you can't run from your crime anymore. No! Guilty. Oh my God. As always, it looks like we have uncovered the real truth. I don't remember you helping out much. How was Matt done good? I have left Mr. Von Karma in charge of his incarceration. I'm sure he's getting full course meal of leather whip right about now. Very good. And I also believe Tentacles is there helping her. Excellent. That was a close one, wasn't it, witness? Yes. I plan to pay my debt to society for my own crime, Your Honor. The first time I was called to the witness stand during the trial, I felt it. It was despair. She must be talking about. I guess she was trying to forgive what she. Alright. You're forgetting. I really don't know how to express how I feel at this moment. This is the first time I felt comfortable with myself, with who I am. Thank you for so much, everyone. It looks like we have resolved everything at last. As for myself, there are still a few things I'm confused about, but everyone seems to be in good spirits, and that is good enough for me. That is all. Court is adjourned. You were great out there, Phoenix. What I did out there was right, wasn't it? This time was the first time you've gotten high enough. But you got them guilty verdict this time. But you have if you look past all that, what's really important, you now realize that there's something more than just getting a not guilty, right? Yes, I understand now. Phoenix, think back for a second. Think to the moment that before Miss Ivanka. Think about the incredible decision you had to make. Well then, Mr. Getting right. Edgeworth? I have good news. My hasten says. Really? Pearls! You're telling us the truth, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, she's quite safe. She's on her way here as we speak in a patrol. Ah, Mr. Kamar is safe! Yay! But we really got it, Mr. Nick. Ow, she punches with this really hard for a kid. I believed in you. Keep saying Mr. Nick will save her. Mr. Nick will save her. Ah! Thanks. What's wrong? Miss Von Karma. About earlier, thanks. Ow! Why are you still smiling, Gale, right? You lost! Your perfect win record has now been crushed. And yet, you are still happy? Well, I don't think you'll ever understand, Miss Von Karma. How dare you! Don't worry. She may in time. After all, I was like that myself until a year ago. Edgeworth, for my own personal victories and guilty verdicts, I used every dirty trick in the book, so my record it remains spotless. But man approved and stood fast against that selfish me. I fought him in the same my usual manner. Tasted my first defeat. I felt like I had lost everything because of that. And then he saved my ass and helped my ass see for death. Shit. In 2 damn cases. And I was saved by that person that I called my enemy. And he protected my ass in another case in a row. Who is the what foolish nonsense? We prosecutors use anything we can to attack our the defendant, but every time we do so, he, no matter how desperate the situation, instead of giving up like most people, that man would hold strong with undying faith. And then, before I knew it, I began to trust that man as well. What? You trusted your enemy? It doesn't matter how many underhanded tricks a person uses, the truth will always find a way to make itself known. The only thing we can do is to fight with the knowledge we hold and everything we have. Erasing the paradoxes on by just never mind. We claw and scratch every. The truth? Yes, that's the reason why the prosecutors and defense attorneys exist. But I'm sure you knew that already, don't you, Wright? That's why you couldn't forgive me. This man who went into hiding, isn't that right? Is that Mr. George Wright, Mr. Nick? You really let me down. When you disappeared, I felt betrayed. That's the reason why I decided... You betrayed your... 1 year ago. Made up my mind. I decided that Maz Edgeworth I knew died. That's why I kept it. I told myself. You pathetic fool! Miss Von Karma! If I don't want to hear your... Maz Edgeworth, you are no longer worthy. You're no longer worthy of being Von Karma. Neither am I. It's over. It's all over! Francesca, this is an electromagnetic receiver. Isn't that the thing she used to track the detective the precinct? Something else. Isn't that Miss Von Karma's whip? I'll never set foot in another courtroom again. I'm sure that's what she's saying by this action. You should keep this right. Okay. Nick! Maya! Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! Now this is a heartwarming scene right here. Oh Nick, I knew you would come through. You got convicted like I knew you would. And on top of that, you even rescued me. Well, of course I did. You knew I would never desert you. But we should sound lucky this trial. You're really lucky to be standing here. Whatever. Look, it's over, okay? Besides, if I did croak, I would just come back and haunt you like a bad ghost through Pearly. Is that really that easy to do? Something like that? Thanks a lot, Dick. Don't mention it. Maya? Maya? Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm relieved you're alright. Yeah, Hey, looks like you've made some real progress, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, I suppose I'm a little different from those from who I was a year ago. Alright. I think it's time we get out of this depressing place. Huh? Where are we going? Food, Nick! Food! Grub! Chow! I'm starved! I'm so hungry, even you look like a nice juicy burger on a bun to me, Nick. You think I look like a burger? I'm a prime rib at least. Come with us, Mr. Edgeworth, please. If you insist. Alright, show us about we hit up some usual. Don't be silly, Nick. Huh? This case messed up that awesome evening in the way of my gourmet. So I decided to make it up by having another feast. Another feast? Come on, Nick. Food! Okay, so we're going to the... Hey, pal, sorry to keep you guys waited. It's the cops come shooting you. Yeah, but I'm really embarrassed. Didn't think I would hit a telephone pole of all things. Telephone pole? Then it wasn't a red light that got him. You did it again, city boy. I fell on my own dear hat, gonna give out on me, and I ain't joking. Yeah, it was more exciting than the very last episode of Steel Samurai, but thanks. Now looky here, Mr. Moody, prosecutor. Don't you be you're rocking your bullet, Mr. Ryder, hard. If you don't stop being a lot nicer to him, I'll just kick it. Not even. I'll keep that in mind. Well, come on now. Everyone gather around. You're gonna get your picture, general, and you win, professional. Bought herself a new camera. Well, pal, looks like at least we can put this messy case behind us now. Come on, tonight, it's all about eating, so let's get out, go try it out, pal. Amen to that, pal. Ahem. You know, when you think about it, you are the one who saved the day, detective. Not me, you really think so, pal? He's right. If it wasn't for the 3 items you took, I think the trial would have had a different ending. Ah, well, you know, it's... Huh, wait. That's odd. When I ran off with the things from the ticket, I'm sure I took 4 things in total, sir. What? 4? Yeah, I'm sure I put one of the items in my coat pocket. There was 4th item. Oh, come on, y'all. It's all over. Well, boy, I tell you, sir. Between the... I'm getting accused of murder and kidnapping. Never get a moment with you, huh? Ha, you think? Why does she look so happy about that? But being shut away for 2 whole days, weren't you scared? Yeah, I was really scared. I felt hopeless. So, to keep my mind off of things, I drew a picture. Sounds like you had a rough guy. Oh, yeah, I want to see it. I want to see Mr. Book. You know, I don't know where it went. Oh, that's too bad. Well, alright, it wasn't anything important anyway. I'm sure... Beep, beep, beep. What's it, Edgeworth? That's Miss Rocco's, is it? Thanks to her. Most awful experience of my life. So, I can't believe she stuck a tracking device on me. That's odd, even though you're standing right here. Tracking device seems to be in a different location. Oh, probably busted or something, sir. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm afraid it's about time for me to excuse. But Mr. Edgeworth, you haven't way too much. And you've been way too much. Good. I have fun tonight. Now, if you'd excuse me. Wait. What? I just wanted to say thanks, Edgeworth. You really saved me out there. If anyone should be saying thanks, it should be me, right? I think the world hurts alone. Wonder if there's anything I should... You know what? You need a whip! Here, take this whip! What's this? Thank you, it's all thanks to you two. You and her. You don't need to thank me. I was only doing my job. It looks like Mr. Edgeworth has left, Mr. Hey, Mr. Kamaya! Yes, Barry? I guess you two can go back to being lovey-dovey, alright? You and Mr. Nick, Pearly, where did you get that out? You're embarrassing me.
Anyway, brother. So, who's paying for this lovey-dovey, lovey-dovey?
As if you need to ask, everyone say thank you to Nick.
Huh? Hey, yeah, I'm gonna the point where I can't even buy instant noodle smile. So I'm gonna already put her name on the bill, but...
Oh? Yeah, I got me a situation just like that myself. This is just a camera shot at the hotel, you see? Just bought myself this old beauty here. It'll be better anyway for $3,000. Joe, can you buy for me since it's already on your tab after and all? Isn't that great, Mr. Nick? Yeah, Mr. Nick. Yeah, Nick.
Why am I feeling I'm screwed?
You don't need to hold back now, you hear?
Yeah, pals, let's let it all out.
This is going to be the first time I hear real you. Go on, it's been a while. You say it. I've been a busy hostage and all.
Alright, then, if you say so. Objection! Alright. I'm gonna let the ending credits play.
You really came through for me, Nick. I had to hide that letter, but I knew you'd find it. Really, I mean, I escaped 3 times now. Pretty cool, huh? I feel like a real pro. I'm so happy you Mr. Maya and Mr. Nick. I'm so happy for you two. Speaking of which, I think the hotel's a popular place for honeymooners. I'm sort of made reservations for the two of you just in case.
Pearls is such a sweet little girl. Well, pal, it looks like I'm back on the force again. Mr. Richards had a long time with the chief, and he got me reinstated for my sake. I heard it said things like, letting that one go is bad for all of society. I knew it, crushing headlong into everything is the only way to live, pal. It's the cops! I'm sorry, what happened to...
Hey, Maggie Bird! Every time this uniform today, so for today, so I'm going to be a witness from now on. I'm bring smiles to enjoy to people who come to buy my restaurant. I hope you'll stop by sometime, Mr. Wright.
I have bad feeling about Maggie.
Yes, are you here at this reservation? I'm defective. Yeah! Yes, that girl, you know, I haven't... But I remember, even if I laid so much as an iron, it would go crack. It doesn't matter if I got wiped out. Yes! Yeah!
I hate... Sweeties, it's time to begin our quest for extermination, sweeties. And
Hey, Max, I think you probably. Do you think they made castle of cake and bunnies who can talk?
I think there are many talking who wanting to laugh at Moe's jokes, sweetie. I'm ready. I'm ready. Boy, these jokes are gonna fall on death. I'm gonna be more contemporary with my humor. Girls represent. We gotta rock out. Head out. You say something. You're supposed to start off this off. Get on with it. You hear me?
What's this? Oh no, you're crazy.
Can't believe it, really. How long do they plan on making me do this? I'm an Trilogy person's idea, so it must have deep hidden meaning. But why do I have to get this feeling that they wouldn't forget about me, would they? I would never be. So they got me going with the end. Yeah.
I can't keep reading her in that voice. It's. I'm sorry, I can't. Oh, that's right. I received a letter from Miss Von Karma. She said after I get out, I should feel free to consult her about anything at all. It becomes difficult for me to take a short leave of absence. If you would like to request my services, please share it with my homage. May we be blessed with longevity. Where are you going, Francisca?
How did you know I was here?
With this?
That.
I heard you were planning things on a certain person. Things like that tracking device in his coat, for example.
That's just like you.
Only planted it there because he was always wearing it. This filthy drab coat of his. I don't know how it ended up in my luggage, but it was going to be in the trash, I promise you. Oh, that's right. Speaking of that man, he told me something very interesting.
When I ran off with the things from the killer's hideout, I was sure they took 4 things in total, sir.
4
things.
It seems like he put one last item in his coat pocket. He put it in his here. It doesn't matter anymore. The case is already over. What are you going to do now?
That's none of your business.
Are you running away?
Shut up. You don't understand a thing.
You can't possibly understand what it means to be Manfred Von Karma's daughter. Francisca, so many expectations from everyone on. Expectations I must fulfill. I'm expected to win no matter what, and a failure such as a thing is not an option for me. My father was a genius, there's no doubt about it, but for me, I'm no genius. I've always known that. But I had to be one. I had to. You may not be a genius like your father, but you are a prosecutor. You have been and always will be. No, I am not. I'm not anymore. I am not. I even threw my whip away. Speaking of that, Wright gave me this to hold on to. Right? You knew something like this would happen, didn't you? I'm going to say this again. We prosecutors do not fight for personal honor or pride. I hope you will think deeply about what you should be striking down with that whip. You haven't changed a bit. You've always left me alone and walked ahead. Oh, Miles Edgeworth, I've always hated you. And then, finally, my chance to take revenge on you arrived. If I could win against that man, if I could make Phoenix Wright bow down in defeat, then this girl you left behind would have risen higher than you. That was supposed to be my revenge. I see. You know I can't do it. I can't change who I am. I can't throw away everything until I've been until today. I believe you can't. Just like how Adrian Andrews did.
Adrian Andrews.
You were going to use her during the trial, right? But you were depending on your father by using his tactics. Isn't that right? Today you chased after me after I had left you behind all these years. That's why we're standing here now, side by side. But I have no intention of stopping. If you are going to quit, you'll walk down the prosecutor's path. Then this will be where our path we part ways, Franziska von Kalm.
I am Franziska von. I think I'm going to walk in your shadow forever. Our battle begins now. You had better prepare yourself, Miles Edgeworth.
She looks so sad in that pic, right now, with those tears in her eyes.
Phoenix Wright. One day, someday, I'm sure we'll meet again in battle. Until then, don't lose this last piece of evidence that never made it to your... I'll take good care of this fourth piece, so I can give it to you when at least we meet again.
Whatever it is. Oh wait, I showed the killer card with a picture of Phoenix on it. I showed the killer card that became Nick's face. That's amazing. And I'll see you all in the next